Hello and welcome to another lecture on public speaking. If you remember, we have ended our previous discussion by briefly mentioning the public speaking and some steps. Our first step was know your audience, then there are some main sub pointers that we have already discussed. That is, if you have remembered, our step 1, it was who is my audience, and our step 2, what is in it for them. These two topics we have already discussed in our previous lecture. Now we are going to discuss, here I am saying you, here we are going to discuss in this lecture how can I impact what they take away. My dear students, I hope in our previous lecture you have learned a lot from our discussion. Now it is the time to discuss our step 3, how can I impact what they take. This is to ourselves, how can I impact, and this is for our audience. So we are discussing public speaking in public, how we can be a good speaker or a good communicator, and there it is how can I impact, how I can strongly influence these people. Impact, strongly influence. How can I strongly influence the people who are listening me? And after that, what they take away. Now, after listening me, what is there they had learned and they can take with themselves. It is simply we are discussing public speaking, and in public speaking we are going to familiar with these words and with these advices. When we follow these and adopt these points and these steps, then we will be considered as good communicators or good speakers. So let us continue our topic. From here it is presentation content. So I already told you, when you are going to talk in public, in public or in a device or in a dice or somewhere in the classroom, you should have to keep ready the material that you are going to present before your audience. But after presenting, after providing your good content, then it is up to you. You should have to do these things, do these points to there, focus their attention. Now here I'm telling you that how can I impact, how can I strongly influence these people. So to influence these people, so to influence the audience, first of all I should have to focus upon their attention. What is the attention? Here is I can say that the people who are listening me or who are listening a public speaker, are they attentive or not? First of all, we should have to focus on this thing. And second thing we have to do is start with a clear, relevant purpose statement that shows the benefit to them. Now, our second point says us that you should be in a clarity in your talk, clarity in your voice, clarity in your content, and your content should be relevant to the purpose of the audience. Listen, before this lecture and in our previous lecture I have already discussed this, that the audience are not for you, they are for themselves. It is the need of these people, they are in front of you to listen. So our material, so our content should be relevant to the needs of the audience. So here it is written there, relevant purpose statement. Now what this statement shows, what this purpose, what this content shows to them, that it should be benefited them. It shows the benefit that they can take from your content. So first of all, you should have to focus their attention. Then the second one is you should be clarity in your mind. What are you going to do, or what are you going to talk? And our third one point is use language that is clear and easily understood. Now you shouldn't use slangs, you shouldn't use phrases and some different language so that they can't understand. No. Here it is, you should have to use clear and easily understandable language. You should have to use the lucid language. What lucid language should be? It should be a good language that is understandable by these people. It should be the language that the audience are familiar with. For example, you people are familiar with Urdu and Hindi. But I am talking to you people in English language, and I am also taking our lecture in the same process that you will be able to understand it properly and get the meaning properly. For this very purpose, use language that is clear and easily understood. For this very purpose, I should have to shift my language from English to Urdu. Then I should have to give you the whole lecture in Urdu or in Hindi so that you can understand. The point says that you should have to use lucid language. Otherwise, your lecture will not be benefited. You will not get success in your talk. You will not get success in your lecture. Why? Because your audience are unable to understand. When they are unable to understand, then what the use of your talk? To whom you are talking, to whom you are delivering your lecture, when these people are unable to understand you, then what is the fun of this? You are using your language. And what is the fun of this? You are in front of these people and you want them to understand you. But when you use unfamiliar language, when you use slangs, when you use phrasal verbs, when you use phrases, when you use different words, and then it automatically mars your talk. So the point says us that you should have to use the language that should be clear and easily understandable by these audience, by these people who are listening. Our next point is start with familiar. Now, when you are publicly speaking, so it is up to you. You should have start the language, start the talk with those words that are familiar to these people. Familiar, that is, we can say that they know. That these people know, that they know. Simply, I had written the meaning of here. Simply, they know. It is another word, analogy, so that is mushabih. Something relevance that we can say. So, here it is start with the familiar language. What does that mean? It means when are you going to talk to these people, when are you going to discuss things with the other people, then you should have to start your talk in a lucid manner, in a way that the people will get you properly, in a way that the people are aware of those words. So here, then I should have, first of all, I should have to apply these 2 pointers to me. Use language that is clear and easily understandable. That means I should have to use Urdu language, and this Urdu language is very understandable to you people. You will get then it properly. And this also start with the familiar. That means I should have definitely shift from English to Urdu. Then you will understand. Okay, to complete it, I will shift. Use examples and analogies. Now, our next point is for understanding any of the topic, for giving you the proper meaning of the talk, of the discussion. So I should have to use lot of examples so that you people can get it, so that you people can get awareness of that. And also I should have to give you the relevant examples, the examples which you already had, I can say that which you have practically faced in your lives. Because if I will give you an example or cite an example that already you have faced in your life, you will automatically get it or understand it early, as early, instead of those people who didn't have faced these things. So to understand anything, we need lot of examples. So if in front of me there are a lot of audience, when I am going to talk to these people, to the audience, and I should have to use proper language, clear language, the language these people are familiar with, and to complete or to give them proper meaning, I should have to use the examples and analogies. Now, the next point is stay focused on your main objectives. Now, the main point is that, for example, we are discussing about this public speaking, and our third step is that how I can impact, how I can influence the people. Now, the main point is here that I should have to focus on the main objective. What is the main motive of my talk? The main motive of my talk to give you the meaning of this, how you can impact, how you can influence the people when you are talking to them. The main point is what you have to do when you are talking to other people. When you are talking to me, when you are talking to your brother, when you are talking to your sister, when you are talking to your parents, then you should have to apply these methods. Maybe you are publicly talking to other in a dais or in a seminar. Lot of people are just listening you. There you should have to apply these methods. Now, the main point in our mind should be that what is my aim, what is my goal, what are the objectives in my content that I want to share with these people. Now, the another point is use concrete examples. So you should have to give, if you are giving the examples, you should have to give the examples that are facted, that are true. You didn't have to give examples that are baseless. No, you should have use the concrete examples. And one more point is make it memorable. So when you are talking to people, it is up to you, when you clearly and when you talk in elucidate and understandable language, it will automatically be memorable or memorized by these people. It will automatically remain in their memory. How? When you people talk to the others and they clearly understand you, so it means when someone understands you, that means he is okay. 1 minute, something had happened to this. Yes, okay. Sorry for this. I will, after that I'll complete it. Now here was here. We have completed this. Now, one minute. Okay, I'm discussing this one. I'll continue from this. Use concrete examples. For example, when you people are talking to the other people to understand them, or when you people are to talk to other people to share your thoughts, for understanding your thoughts, you should have to give them a concrete example. You should have to give them the focus and the fact examples that they can understand you. Otherwise, it is a baseless thing when you share some thoughts, but there are some baseless examples. And how can you prove them that this is a fact? So you should have to use concrete examples. Now, another point is that make it memorable. When you people talk to the audience in a lucid and you have a clarity in your mind, you are giving the words that have a good connotation. You use examples, you use analogies, and you your main focus are there to your main motive and main topic that you want to understand them, what the actual things are. And you use concrete examples, then it becomes a good, or it becomes a memorable thing for these audience. Otherwise, it is useless. So simple is, when you are going to talk to people, or when you are going to discuss or say something in a seminar or in a debate or in a discussion method, somewhere there you should have to adopt these points. The first one is focus towards their attention. Second one is you should have to use clear and good purposeful statements so that they can be benefited. Third one is you should have to use a clear language that should be understandable by these people. And next one is you have to start with those words that are I can say the words which were familiar by these audience. The audience have familiar about these words. Now you should have used analogies and proper examples. Now, then after that, to discuss or to talk to the people, you should have a main motive. You should have one point clear in your mind that I have to discuss this thing to the audience. Then to prove this thing, to prove your talk to them that it is fact, you should have used concrete or fact or factual examples. Then it automatically becomes memorable. Okay, here I wrote this. If someone is there that is unaware about Urdu language, that is analogies, that we can say mushabat, and jargon वो बोली जो समझ नहीं आएगी. The analogies are the, we can say, similarities, and jargon the language that is unable to understand. So to go onwards and to discuss another, I'll follow this one step here. From now onwards, I am going to use these 2 pointers. Use language that is clear and easily understandable to you people, to audience. Here you can say it is to audience or to people, and start with a familiar. So that means you people are familiar with Urdu language and it is very easy to you to understand, and here you can find a good clarity. So let us continue from here in Urdu. I'll also talk in English, don't worry. Now another point is physical environment. How the environment should be when we are talking to other people, when we are in a public discussion. तो हमारा क्या है, हम फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट जो हमारा आसपास है, जो हमारा इर्द गिर्द है, उसका हमें ख्याल रखना है। तो यहाँ तक क्या, यहाँ तक हमने ये पढ़ा है. If someone hadn't understand, so I'm going to back and just discuss the things in Urdu for a quite while. यहाँ तक हमने ये पढ़ा है, आप जब पब्लिक में जाओगे तो आप सबसे पहले इन चीज़ों का ध्यान रखेंगे. कौन कौन सी चीज़ का ध्यान रखेंगे? जस्ट आई एम गोइंग बैक. एक चीज़ का ध्यान रखेंगे, आपका अटेंशन कंप्लीट रहेगा उनके और जो आपके ऑडियंस हैं. और आप दूसरा क्या करना है, आपको प्रॉपर अटेंशन रहेगा आपका, प्रॉपर आपकी जो लैंग्वेज है वो क्लियर रहेगा, आपका पर्पस क्लियर रहेगा. और उसके बाद आप लैंग्वेज जो है आप वही लैंग्वेज यूज़ करोगे जो वो अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे, जो वो समझेंगे. और वहीं से शुरुआत करोगे जहाँ से वो जानते हैं, जिन चीज़ों के बारे में उनको नॉलेज, उनको इल्म है. और जो लैंग्वेज आप यूज़ करोगे वो बिल्कुल आसान और आम ज़बान होगी जिसको वो समझ जाएंगे. और इसको समझने के लिए आपको क्या करना है, आपको एग्जाम्पल्स और कुछ नए नए मुशाबित देने वाले, नए नए सिमिलैरिटीज़ वर्ड्स को यूज़ करना है उनको अच्छे से समझाने के लिए. और क्या करना है, आप जो समझा रहे हो आपके दिमाग में ये होना चाहिए, आपका जो पर्पज़ है, आप जो बोलना चाहते हैं, मतलब कि एक मेन मोटिव होता है हर एक को, वो आपके जहन में होना चाहिए. और उसको प्रूव करने के लिए आपने सॉलिड एग्जांपल्स देने हैं. तो तब जाके ये चीज़ें इस तरीके से आपने बयान करनी है ताकि ये सबको याद रहे इसने क्या कहा था. तो देन उसके बाद इट इज़ फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट. नाउ इट इज़ द टर्न ऑफ फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट. आफ्टर दैट तो हमारा इर्द गिर्द कैसा होना, how should be our physical environment. The first point is here, keep room temperature on cooler side. कूलर साइड तो आपका जो रूम है जहाँ पर आप बात करते हो, जहाँ पर आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, जहाँ पर आप स्पीक कर रहे हो, चाहे वो आपका स्मार्ट रूम ही क्यों ना हो, मे बी इट इज़ द स्मार्ट रूम, मे बी यू पीपल आर ऑन अ रोड and you have made a dice there and you are just talking to the people. That means the environment or the temperature or the site, or we can say environment should be a good environment. There are, I can say it should be intermediate environment, that you will not feel too cool or too hot. Now another point is, give them a break if they have been sitting more than 1 hour. अब क्या है, अब उनको ब्रेक दे दो. ब्रेक मीन्स थोड़ा सा वक्फा कर दो. अगर वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 1 घंटा अगर उनको हो गया है बैठे हुए, तो क्या कर लेंगे आप, उनको थोड़ा सा रेस्ट के लिए बोल दो, थोड़ा सा 4-10 मिनट के लिए वक्फा कर दो. दैट मीन्स व्हेन द ऑडियंस आर लिसनिंग यू फ्रॉम एन आवर, देन यू शुड हैव टू गिव देम अ ब्रेक एंड आफ्टर दैट यू हैव टू स्टार्ट योर टॉक. नाउ एंड अनदर पॉइंट इज, if a break isn't possible, ask them to stand up and stretch. Then if time isn't permit you to give them a break for 10 minutes, then you should have to tell them that you can for a while, or you can in a minute just stand up and have stretch. आप क्या करें, अगर आपको टाइम नहीं है तो आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं, या तो अगर टाइम है तो उनको बोलो 1-8 घंटे का वक्फा है, आप थोड़ा चक्कर मार के आ जाओ, तो थोड़ा सा वो बोर जो हुए थे चला जाएगा, वो फिर से एक्टिव हो जाएंगे. इसको अगर देन इफ टाइम इजंट परमिट यू, अगर आपके पास वक्त नहीं है तो आप ये कह सकते हैं उनको, भाई खड़े हो जाओ, थोड़ा सा भी स्ट्रेच कर दो, थोड़ा सा उधर इधर निकलो, थोड़ा सा फैलाव हो जाओ, तो थोड़ा सा आप अपने तरीके से कर लो 1-8 मिनट के लिए. तो ऐसा भी पॉसिबल. एलिमिनेट अननेसेसरी नॉइज डिस्ट्रैक्शंस. तो उसके बाद में आपने ये चीज़ ये दिमाग में रखना है कि जो अननेसेसरी है, गैर ज़रूरी, अगर किसी जगह से शोर आ रहा है तो उसको आपने क्या करना है, कम करना है. दैट मीन्स यू शुड हैव टू रिमूव द अननेसेसरी थिंग्स दैट कैन बी अननेसेसरी that can distract you. Whatever comes, I can say unnecessary, whatever it comes unnecessary, जो गैर ज़रूरी है. मे बी कोई बंदा आ रहा हो, मे बी किसी जगह से शोर आ रहा, मे बी it is someone else who makes the noise. So you should have first of all to eliminate these things. उनको वहाँ से रिमूव करना या ख़त्म करना है. And the one is another one, lighting should be bright. This point says that wherever and in which place you are discussing or you are in front of the audience, the room should be bright, room should be lighted. जिस जगह पे आप बात कर रहे हैं वो कमरा बिल्कुल उसमें पूरी रोशनी होनी चाहिए. Visuals should be easily viewed by all audience. And what are you going to show these people in a projector or on your laptop or on the projector? So the visual should be very easily viewed by the people, should be very easily viewed by these people. तो जो आप दिखाना चाहते हो, what the visuals, these visuals should be very clear to the people. तो जब लोगों को आप कुछ दिखाना चाहते हैं तो वो बिल्कुल clear होना चाहिए. Now it is the turn of speaker. Who is the speaker there and what he had to do? Create an attention getting introduction. Now it is up to you people when you are going to talk to other people. Maybe you are talking to your personal, you are talking to a friend, you are talking to your parent. So first of all, you should have to get a good interaction with the people. You should have to have an attention or getting introduction that can catch the attention of the people. That means you should have, first of all, you should have a good talk to the people. तो आप जो स्पीकर हैं सबसे पहले अपने अटेंशन गेट करने के लिए, हासिल करने के लिए उसके साथ अच्छे से बात करनी है. उसके बाद मेक ए पॉजिटिव इम्प्रेशन. तो बात करने के बाद आपको पॉजिटिव इम्प्रेशन, दैट मीन्स यू शुड बी ए स्माइल्ड फेस. आपके चेहरे पे हंसी होनी चाहिए जब आप बात करते हो. अदरवाइज आपका चेहरा उतरा हुआ हो और बात करेंगे, देन द पीपल यू कैन नॉट, मतलब दीज पीपल कैन नॉट गेट इम्प्रेस्ड बाय यू. सो यू शुड हैव टू बी positive in that way that your face should be a smiled face, and then it is good impression to the other people that she or he had a good smiling face. Now use your voice, gestures and facial expressions for emphasis to increase retention. Now to get attention of the audience, first of all your voice should be clear. You should have a clear voice, and in your voice there should be a clarity. What are you talking to the people? There should be a clarity in your voice. You should use the gestures and then your facial expression. Facial expression is more important in a public talk or in a lecture. For example, I am not this time in front of you people. You are not just looking towards me, or you are not seeing me this time, because it is due to some reasons that we are on online mode and I am teaching you here. But in classroom, when I was and I will be in your classroom in front of you people, you will see my gestures and my facial expression. Then you will get much more attention there, and you will retain all the things properly. It is due to these gestures, voice and all that. ये तभी मुमकिन हो जाता है जब हम आमने सामने होते हैं. जब हम आमने सामने होते हैं तो क्या हमारा अटेंशन रहता है, हमारी फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन हम देख पाते हैं, हमारा फर्स्ट ये जो पॉजिटिव इम्प्रेशन होता है वो देख पाते हैं, वॉइस क्लियर हो जाती है. ये तो भला ऐसे ही देख लेंगे, सुन लेंगे तो ये पता चल जाएगा वॉइस क्लियर है, लेकिन जेस्चर्स और फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन आप नहीं देख पाओगे, क्योंकि दिस टाइम आई एम आल्सो यूजिंग दिस gestures. Why? Because it is the human nature and it is the need of the hour to use these gestures, so that you can understand the lecture, so that you can understand the talk, whatever you are going to talk with the people, that you are going to understand. Now delivery skill. How you are going to deliver the topic, how you are going to deliver the content to the people that are listening you. जो लोग आपको सुन रहे हैं, मे भी देख भी रहे हैं, तो क्या करना चाहिए आपको, किस तरीके से आपने डिलीवर करने हैं। तो ये जो स्किल्स हैं, असल में हम पब्लिक स्पीकिंग स्किल पढ़ रहे हैं, तो उसकी स्किल्स की हम बात कर रहे हैं। There is no question about the importance of content. A presentation without good content will always fall flat. However, there are many skills that must be applied to bring good content to life. अब ये कहा जाता है there is no question about the importance of content. इस कंटेंट के बारे में कोई ऐसा क्वेश्चन रेज नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन एक अच्छा कंटेंट ज़रूरी है। मानो कि मुझे आपसे बात करनी है, मैं कौन सी बात आप लोगों से करूं, ये जो मुझे बात करनी है ये अच्छी होनी चाहिए, अदरवाइज इसका कोई मोल नहीं है। दिस इज यूजलेस देन व्हेन माय कंटेंट इज नॉट गुड। कंटेंट आई कैन से लॉट ऑफ मीनिंग्स आर देयर। कंटेंट इज सिंपली दिस टेक्स्ट। कंटेंट इज सिंपली व्हाट इज इन योर माइंड, व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डिस्कस, व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू शेयर विद द पीपल who are listening you. That's also content. So your content should be good. Your content should be good so that it cannot fall flat. Otherwise आपकी प्रेजेंटेशन खराब हो, fall flat हो जाना, खराब हो जाना तो खराब हो जाएगा। However, there are many skills that must be applied to bring good content. लेकिन क्या है, there are lot of skills that you, that's me and all, who must have to apply these skills in their life so that their content should be considered as good in their life. तो कंटेंट को ठीक करने के लिए हमें जो बात बोलनी है, उसको ठीक करने के लिए हमें ठीक बातें ही, ठीक कंटेंट ही रखना है। और इसके लिए बहुत सारे ऐसे स्किल्स हैं, ऐसे तजुर्बे हैं जो हम अप्लाई कर सकते हैं। एवन विद सॉलिड रिसर्च, सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्टाइज, गुड प्लानिंग एंड एक्सलेंट फैसिलिटीज, सम प्रेजेंटेशंस फेल. If a presenter does not have a confident, enthusiastic delivery style, the audience quickly lose interest and become bored. क्या है? Even though या even we can say even, यहाँ तक कि आपकी जो रिसर्च है, रिसर्च मीन्स जो आपने किसी कंटेंट के बारे में बहुत पढ़ा है, दैट वे रिसर्च, आप सर्च जो करते हो किसी चीज़ के बारे में बार बार। अब सॉलिड रिसर्च अगर आपकी है, पक्की रिसर्च आपकी है, आपका सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्टाइज है, आपको पूरा नॉलेज है, आपकी प्लानिंग अच्छी है, आपका ये जो बोलने का तरीका या आपके फैसिलिटीज़ बहुत अच्छे हैं, इट आल्सो समटाइम्स योर प्रेजेंटेशन फेल्स। आपकी कभी कभार सब कुछ होने के बावजूद भी आप वहाँ पर फेल हो जाते हो। कहाँ पर? पब्लिक में। आप पब्लिक में चलते नहीं हैं, आप पब्लिक आपको एक्सेप्ट नहीं करती है, यू आर अनएक्सेप्टेबल बाय द पब्लिक. It is because of you lack the confidence in yourselves. You didn't have any enthusiasm. You didn't have the art of talking to the people. You didn't have the style when you are going to deliver the topic. You are unable to get the interest of the audience. So you fail there in the public. But the people who are confident, who are enthusiastic, and the people who had a delivery style, they will never fail in the public, and public will automatically take him hand in hand. So when you lack these facilities, when you are not confident, enthusiastic, and your presentation fail. So if a presenter does not have a confident and delivery style, so that means he loses the battle. He loses the interest of the people. Or that after that, it also creates and make bored the audience. तो इससे क्या हो जाता है, जब आपको बोलने का तरीका नहीं है, सलीका नहीं है, आपके जो सुनने वाले हैं वो बोर हो जाएंगे। मानो कि अगर मैं उल्टा सीधा बोलूं अभी, तो आप अभी देखना बंद करोगे, क्योंकि बोलेंगे अरे ये तो बोर हो गए, चलो छोड़ो। लेकिन अब मुझे बोलने का अंदाज है, मैं आप लोगों को अच्छे से बोलता हूँ, इधर अच्छे से आप लोगों को समझाता हूँ, तो आप बोर नहीं होंगे। हाँ, बोर हो गई, मैं क्लास को टाइम कम करता हूँ, मैं आपका जो अभी हमने बात हुई थी थोड़ा ब्रेक दे दो, तो हम ब्रेक दे देंगे। जिससे दैट मीन्स यू विल गेट अटेंटिव आफ्टर अ फॉर अ वाइल। Research has shown that an audience's opinion of a presentation is based 7% from the presentation content, 38% from voice, 58% facial expression and gestures. Now, the main and important point is here that I am going to discuss with you people. So, listen it properly, my dear students. Here it says us that 100% result is based on for what? It is based on this. Your present what you are going to present. Your present is simply based on 7%. That means your presentation is having a little role to get motivated. Who can motivate? The audience can be motivated. But only 7% is up to your presentation. I am giving you an example. For example, I am in front of you people in the classroom and this is my blackboard. I am presenting and I am writing here something. I am writing here confident and anything. I am going to draw these lines that you consider this. I had wrote these lines. It only plays 7% role to get you motivated. It only plays 7% role to get you motivated. 38% it is up to my voice. मैंने जो लिखा बोर्ड पे उसे आप सिर्फ 7% मुतासिर हो सकते हो, लेकिन मेरी जो बात है, मेरा जो बात करने का तरीका है, मेरी जो वॉइस आपके पास आती है, अगर मेरी स्वीट वॉइस है तो ये याद रखें हम आप 38% 38% यू विल बी मोटिवेटेड बाय माय वॉइस. मेरे बात करने से आप 38% मुतासिर हो सकते हो, इम्प्रेस हो सकते हो. किससे? अगर मैं बात अच्छे से करता हूँ, मेरी बातों में एक मिठास है, माई वॉइस इज क्लियर एंड देयर इज अ गुड क्लैरिटी इन माई वॉइस, यू विल बी इन्फ्लुएंस्ड by 38%. Now, up to this 38 and then 7%, and now it is 55% from facial expressions. When I will come in front of you people and you will know me and you will see and you will know me by face, and then my physical appearance and my gestures that I use in front of you to understand you what the topic is. Maybe our topic is different then. Maybe we will discuss a different thing there. Probably we will discuss something else. Probably I was teaching you then. Yeah, probably I will be teaching you there some other lecture from English language, from English text. But my voice, there I am simply dictating to you people and using my facial expressions and my gestures to understand you what the actual meaning is. Take an example. I am teaching you a novel. We were discussing and a novel about any of the author, and to show you all these characters what they are doing in the novel, what are they performing, their characters, what I can say that which characters have been allotted to these people, and I'll show all your characters in front of you and use all these gestures. That means you will get motivated by these two expressions. 55% you will get motivated. तो ज़्यादा रोल हमारा क्या रहता है? हमारा ज़्यादा रोल रहता है बात करने से और हमारा फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस और जो हम जेस्चर्स यूज करते हैं, तो वो हमारा ज़्यादा बेनिफिटेड रहता है. Presentation needs to use their own presenters needed to use their own personality while focusing on their delivery skills to project the professional and confident style needed to create a successful presentation. अब प्रेजेंटर कौन है? प्रेजेंटर इस समय मैं हूं. अगर हम पब्लिकली स्पीक करेंगे, जो पब्लिक में सामने खड़ा है, तो वो प्रेजेंटर है. प्रेजेंटर की बात करें तो क्लासरूम में आपका लेक्चरर प्रेजेंट है, आपका प्रोफेसर प्रेजेंट है, आपका टीचर प्रेजेंटर है। वो प्रेजेंट क्या करता है? सबसे पहले नीड टू यूज देयर ओन पर्सनालिटी। सबसे पहले उन्हें चाहिए, देखो हम जब आपके सामने आते हैं तो हम हमारी पर्सनालिटी समेत आपके सामने होते हैं। तो आप जो हमारे ऑडियंस होते हैं वो हर एक चीज़ पे ध्यान रखते हैं, वो हर एक चीज़ पे ध्यान देते हैं। भाई इसकी पर्सनालिटी कैसी है? ये तो हम आम सी बात है, जब हम मार्केट में भी होते हैं तो पहली नज़र तो पर्सनालिटी ही पे ही पड़ती है, भाई इसकी पर्सनालिटी कैसी है। तो ये जो प्रेजेंटर है ये आप हो सकते हैं, मैं हो सकता हूँ, लेकिन हमारी नज़र सबसे पहले बंदा जो है हमें जो कुछ बोलता है उसके कपड़ों पे उसकी जो पर्सनालिटी है दिखावा हुआ है, जो उसका उठने बैठने बात करने बाकी चीज़ें जो आती हैं पर्सनालिटी में, उन चीज़ों को आप जब देखते हैं तो ये भी हमारे लिए एक बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम गुड पर्सनालिटी के मालिक होने चाहिए। अब while focusing on their delivery skills to project the professional and confident style needed to create। अब उनका क्या है, जब वो अपना कुछ डिलीवर करते हैं या उनकी जो प्रेजेंटेशन है वो उसको जब प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं, दिखा लेते हैं, किस तरीके से एक कॉन्फिडेंशियल तरीके से जब वो करते हैं, नीड टू क्रिएट अ सक्सेसफुल प्रेजेंटेशन। अब उनको क्या चाहिए? नीडेड टू क्रिएट, उन्हें ज़रूरी चाहिए कि वो एक सक्सेसफुली उस प्रेजेंटेशन को प्रेजेंट करे। कैसे करेंगे वो? जब ये इंसान को जब पर्सनालिटी अच्छी होती है, बात करने का तरीका अच्छा होता है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो बूस्टेड होता है, एंड देन ऑटोमेटिकली वी कैन से द पर्सन इज वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट। वी शुड हैव टू बी कॉन्फिडेंट। For example, if I'm talking about myself, that I should have to be confident that nowadays we are taking classes live and online, and I'm also giving these lectures to you people. Oh, that means I should have to be confident about these things. I am doing my best to you people, for you people. I should be very good confident in this, that I am giving my best to my students. Now need of the hour is if there should be any improvement in the gadgets, and maybe this time I am not using and there are some gadgets are missing there and I am unable to write these things in a proper mode, but after time we will improve it. But the main thing is you should have to create, you should have to present it in which manner you should have to present your this presentation in professional ways, in confident mode, in confident style. So a presenter should have to present his content in a confidential style. He or she should be confident. He or she should have a good personality. He or she should be focusing towards their delivery skills. After that, the presentation remains good. Then, when a person is very confident about his voice, about his clarity, about his usage of language, then automatically 55 plus 38% people will get interested. Hope you are getting me properly. Hope you are understanding the points properly. Listen. Now, utilizing an interactive and lively presentation style uses nervous energy in a positive way instead of an inhibitor. अब इन चीज़ों को यूटिलाइज करने के लिए, इंटरेक्टिव करने के लिए हमने क्या करना? जो हम प्रेजेंटेशंस दे देते हैं, हमें कभी कभार nervous energy in a positive way. Sometimes if you are nervous about a topic when you are discussing this, but you should have, if you are nervous, but you should haven't to be shown that you are nervous and all that things, you should have to use these things in a positive way, utilizing an interactive and lively presentation style इस्तेमाल में जब आप इंटरेक्टिव और अच्छी प्रेजेंटेशन लाओगे तो यू शुड हैव व्हाट uses nervous energy in a positive way. Sometimes if you are nervous when you are going to present the topic, listen, I am giving you an example. In our first in the class, if I am asking you to come tomorrow, I want you to present the topic in front of me to all your students, then who I am going to call in front of you people, he should be or she should be nervous then, but use nervous energy in a positive way. अब जब आप नर्वस हो जाते हो तो उसको पॉजिटिव तरीके से क्या करो, इस्तेमाल करो, ना कि आप इस तरीके से इस्तेमाल करो कि आप ऐसे मतलब इंडिपेंडेंट तरीके से, उसको ऐसे जैसे आप डिपेंडेंट नहीं, आप इंडिपेंडेंट हो. डिलीवरी स्किल्स आर कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ इफेक्टिव. तो ये जो डिलीवरी स्किल्स किस तरीके से इफेक्टिव बनते हैं, हाउ दीज डिलीवरी स्किल्स बिकम इफेक्टिव. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड हैव अ गुड आई कांटेक्ट. तो जब हम आपसे बात करेंगे, जब मैं क्लास में होऊंगा, तो दैट मीन्स एक टीचर, एक प्रोफेसर, लेक्चरर जो भी है, पब्लिक में जो भी है, उसको क्या करना है, ही और शी शुड हैव अ गुड आई कांटेक्ट. तो जब तक हमारी आंख या आई कांटेक्ट, आंख से आंख ना मतलब मिले, तो हमें समझ नहीं आएगा. या एक पब्लिक स्पीकर को ये जहन में रखना है, आई कांटेक्ट शुड बी देयर. वॉल्यूम, पेसिंग, टोन, बॉडी लैंग्वेज, वर्ड चॉइस एंड अपीयरेंस. तो डिलीवरी स्किल्स में हमें इन चीज़ों का पूरा ध्यान रखना है. मेरी आवाज़ कैसी होनी चाहिए, मुझे ज़्यादा तेज़ चलना चाहिए, मेरा जो टोन है वो कैसा होना चाहिए, मेरी बॉडी लैंग्वेज कैसी होनी चाहिए, मेरा वर्ड चॉइस कैसा होना चाहिए, मेरा अपीयरेंस कैसा होना चाहिए. ये अभी जो हमने स्किल्स ऊपर पढ़े हैं ये सब वही है. आप फोकस्ड, स्टे फोकस्ड होंगे, आप की जो वॉइस है वो क्लियर होनी चाहिए, क्लैरिटी ऑफ वॉइस होनी चाहिए, क्लैरिटी ऑफ पर्पस होना चाहिए, आपकी पर्सनालिटी अच्छी होनी चाहिए, दैट मीन्स आपका बॉडी लैंग्वेज सही होना चाहिए, आपका वर्ड चॉइस इस तरीके से होना चाहिए दैट द पीपल आर फेमिलियर विद दिस वर्ड्स, एंड योर अपीयरेंस शुड बी गुड. तो आप जब योर अपीयरेंस शुड बी गुड, दैट मीन्स यू शुड हैव अ गुड पर्सनालिटी. सो आई थिंक I should have to stop here because it becomes it had already taken 30 or 45 minutes. Now it becomes very big to you, so better to stop here. We can continue tomorrow from this one. We will discuss first of all eye contact, then it is volume, then pacing, then this, and all these steps we will discuss in our next lecture. Till then, take care.